Hi everyone, so here we've got a nice, easy, home-based workout for you. It's just body weight only. So it's going to be a good, efficient workout or effective workout. Only need yourself for it, don't need any equipment other than maybe a timer if you're doing it on your own. But I will have a timer playing in the video, so you can just go along to the bells in there as we go along. So we've got 6 exercises in today's workout. Like I said, they're all body weight. We're going to do 20 seconds of work, 20 seconds of recovery for 12 rounds. Then you're going to get a minute's rest, and then we're going to repeat it again, a minute's rest, and then we'll repeat it again. So we've got 3 blocks of work with 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 6 exercises. So repeat each exercise twice in the block of work. So our 6 moves for today, we have bodyweight squats, we have press-ups, we have dead bugs, we have lunges, we have tricep press-ups, and we have mountain climbers. And I will demonstrate them all as we go along as well. So just keep them with good technique, or best technique that you can. We want to keep them slow and controlled, focusing on moving well. It's not about the intensity of this workout. We're just trying to keep good form throughout it. So we'll get warmed up first. I'd like to come up to standing. We'll take our feet a comfortable distance apart. We're going to start with some squats just to mobilise a little bit and warm the body up. Slightly push your hips back and down, keeping the chest lifted, shoulders pulled back, arms are braced. We want to think about squeezing the legs and driving the feet through the floor as we come back up to standing. We want to squeeze the legs the whole time as we lower down, and as we drive back up, let's look after the joints and keep those muscles active. We've got 2 to go. And then we're going to come into a roll down. So we're going to relax your arms and shoulders, drop your chin to the chest. Roll as far down towards the floor as you feel you can. Don't worry if the hands don't touch the floor. We just want to go as far to the floor as possible, and then we'll slowly roll back up to standing. Again, rolling through the spine. And we'll go again. Last roll down. And here I'd like to come down to the floor. We're going to take the right leg out in front of us, and take the left leg out to the side. We're trying to get as close to a 90-degree bend in both knees as we can. Right hand is on the floor, left arm is out at shoulder height. We'll take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're just going to tip forwards over the right leg, trying to push the right knee and ankle into the floor as you do. So you're just going to mobilise and activate the hips a little bit more. And then we'll just ease back up. And then we're going to go again. Again, as we lean forward, just trying to push that knee and ankle into the floor. Just back up. And one more time on this side. And back up, we'll change. We did the same here, but with the left leg out in front of us this time. So right leg out to the side, as close to that 90-degree bend in the knees as we can. Left hand on the floor, right arm out at shoulder height. We'll take our deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to tip forward from the hip. Just driving that left knee and ankle into the floor this time. And then we're going to ease back up. And we'll just repeat a couple of times. One more time on this side. Then we're going to gently make our way back up to standing. We'll just like you to do a few more squats. So again, feet are comfortable distance apart. We'll push those hips back and down. Keeping the chest lifted, nice strong core brace. Shoulders pulled back. But hopefully, we're feeling a little bit more mobile, a little bit warmer, and we're ready to go. So 3 to go. That's good. Then we can rest there. So we've already practiced our first move, that's squats. So we're going to do 20 seconds of squats. Like I said, focus on range and just technique the whole time as well. So range and technique, we're going to go in 10 seconds time. So feet comfortable distance apart. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push those hips back and down. Like I said, chest is lifted, abs are braced. We want to think about pushing those feet through the floor Squeezing the legs, squeezing the glutes at the top, but not pushing the hips through, so it's just a nice straight line. That's just as low into the squat as you feel you can go. And we can rest. So press-ups are next. So we want to take the hands wide for our press-ups, wide open shoulders, elbows can track back, these can be done on the knees or toes. Nice strong core brace the whole time though. And I said elbows track slightly back. We're going 3, 2, let's go. So we're just lowering as far towards the floor as you can, keeping that strong core brace. And then we can rest. So dead bug is our next exercise. We're going to come down onto our backs, nice strong core brace, back doesn't lift away from the floor. So we're also not forcing it into the ground, shouldn't start parallel to the ground. Hands over the shoulders. We're going to lower the opposite arm and leg down towards the floor, and then gently back to the center. Let's go. So opposite arm and leg, and then come back. And we do the same on the other side. So keep that strong brace so the back doesn't lift away from the floor. We're trying to keep the arm and leg, we're not lowering as still as possible. If it feels okay, we want to add a little extra and we can extend the leg. As we lower it down towards the floor, push your feet in the back lift, don't extend the leg. Up to standing for the next round. A nice long stride back for a lunge. So chest is lifted, back knee as low to the floor as we can, keeping the front heel down. We're going to alternate legs. So let's go. We take a nice long stride back. Back knee goes low to the floor. Like I said, chest is lifted. Abs raised. We're trying to keep those feet hip width apart as we step back into our lunge. That's going to give us that nice stable base. The back knee can come down to the floor. We're not resting on it. Just lightly tapping the ground before we drive back up into the center. Okay, tricep press-ups next. Elbows are going to stay super close to the ribs. Again, you're on knees or toes, or if you need to, we can come down to a box push-up at any point. A strong core brace. Let's go. So like I said, elbows stay close to the rib cage. And again, strong core brace, keeping that nice straight line to the back. Drawing the abs in, squeezing the glutes. And we can rest again. Mountain climbers, plank position, hands are under the shoulders. They stay there, we're not shifting our weight forwards and backwards, but we're just bringing the knee as close towards the elbow as we can. Keeping it slow and controlled on each one. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We keep those shoulders over the hands, keep those abs drawn in. Just bring the knee as close towards the elbow as you can. This is the first time through. We'll go back to our squats. And we'll get some recovery after we go through them all again. So feet come to the distance apart. Let's go. So hips go back and down, chest is lifted, abs are braced. And rest. Press-ups. So we're going to take our hands wide on these ones, they're not tricep press-ups. Elbows still track slightly back though. Strong brace can be done on the knees or toes. If you need to raise the knees at any point, we can do. If you need to rest at any time, rest. It's all good. Let's go. But the hands don't have to be straight, they can be at a slight angle. We want to think about trying to push the hands into the floor as we drive back up. Again, keep that strong brace to the core. We go on to our dead bugs. So again, we'll come down onto our back. Nice strong brace to the back, so we're going to lift, shins parallel to the floor. We'll take the hands above the shoulders. Opposite arm and leg down towards the floor. And then we can start with a bent leg if we want to. Or if it feels good, we can extend the leg as we go. Still keeping that strong brace though. So our back is lifting away from the floor. Back onto our lunges. It's awesome work so far, everyone. 5 seconds. Let's go. It's a nice long strike back. Back knee goes low to the floor, keeping the chest lifted. Shoulders pull back. Abs are braced. Yes. Tricep press-ups. Elbows stay close. Again, can be done on the knees or toes, or even come down into our box push-ups if we need to. Got 5 seconds. Go. Mountain climbers are next. And then we'll get a little bit of a respite before we start round 2. Are we ready? So shoulders over hands. Let's go knee towards the elbow, keeping it slow and controlled. Keeping the upper body as still as possible. Rest. So we've got minutes recovery now. So if you want to grab a little drink, grab a drink. A little bit of recovery time, and then we're going to go through them all again. Okay, 40 seconds left. So again, we're going to start with our squats. We do squats, press-ups, deadbugs, lunges, tricep press-ups, mountain climbers. Another 2 rounds of each. Or another 2 lots of 20 seconds of each. Then again, we'll rest and then we'll have 1 more working block. And then that'll be the end of the workout. 10 seconds. Everyone, we just want to focus on the best movement we can make. We want to make them as good as possible. So don't worry about speed. So we're on our squats. Trying to go as deep into it as we feel comfortable going. Again, thinking about the squeeze to the legs. Adding just maybe a little pause in at the bottom of the squat. So we're taking any bounce out of it. We're not using any momentum. We're keeping that chest lifted. Nice strong brace. Press ups are next. So again, knees or toes. Hands are wide. Fingers don't have to point dead straight. They can be at an angle. Those elbows are going to track out, foot back. We don't want them coming out shoulder height. We want them to track slightly back. We really want to push the hands through the floor so we can think about driving into the chest as we press up. Deadbugs. So again, we had the leg bent or extended as we lower them down, but strong brace to the back's not lifting away from the floor. The hands start over the shoulders. we'll come up for lunges. So again, it's a nice long stride back, keeping that chest lifted, thinking about driving through the standing leg. Okay, let's go. We want to keep those feet hip width apart. That's going to, like I said before, it's going to give us a nice stable base, make it easier to keep our balance. We bring that back foot in as we step back. It's going to narrow our base. And we're going to feel like we're going to topple over. Tricep press-ups. In on the knees or toes. Box push-ups if need be. Really keeping that strong brace to the core. Mountain climbers are next. Then we'll be halfway through this working set. One more round of each before we get our rest again. Again, nice strong plank position. Knees towards the elbow. Keeping our shoulders over the hands. Oh, hey, Fluffy. You want to help? You want to help? And then we can rest. Then come back onto our squats. Here we are. Got some assistance for this round. Okay, back to squats. So again, hips go back and down. You try and maybe add in a little bit of a pause. So you take any bounce out of it. Focus on that squeeze. Trying to keep the chest lifted, shoulders pulled back. And she got bored already. Back to our push-ups. Back to our Deadbugs. And we focus on that nice strong brace, the back's not going to lift. And remember, a bit extending the leg feels too much. We can stick with that bent leg. Back onto our lunges. Guys doing awesome work so far, so keep going. Remember, it's not about speed, about keeping that technique the whole time. Let's go. Consider a nice long stride back. And chest stays lifted. Nice strong core brace. Tricep press-ups. We've got two more. This one in the mountain climbers. Then we get another rest. And then one more round through, or one more working block. Then we'll stay close. We don't want them flaring out. Want to keep them close to the ribs. The 20 seconds of mountain climbers. And get that little bit longer rest. And then we're going to one more round of each. Well, I suppose it's 2 rounds of each in the last one as well. Okay, mountain climbers. So again, those shoulders stay over the hands. Keeping the movement at the knees slow. Really bring it towards us and back. We're not trying to run these. And then you can rest. So again, we've got a minute's worth of recovery. And then we'll go back through one more time. So again, we have our 2 20-second blocks of everything. But 2 rounds of squats, 2 rounds of press-ups, 2 rounds of deadbugs, 2 rounds of lunges, 2 rounds of tricep press-ups, and 2 rounds of mountain climbers. We've got 40 seconds before we start. So I'm going to mix it up in this last round. We're going to do both blocks of everything back to back. So we'll do our squats, then we'll recover, then we'll do our squats again. Then we'll recover, then we'll do press-ups, recovery, deadbugs, recovery, deadbugs, recovery, lunges, recovery, tricep press-up, recovery, tricep press-up, recovery. And then we finish with our mountain climbers. So if that's sounding confusing, don't worry, just follow what I do. We're going to start with our squats in 5 seconds time. Let's go. So those hips go back and down. This is going to be our last round, last working block. Okay, 20 seconds recovery. We go back to our squats again. These rounds might feel a little bit tougher because we're doing these moves back to back now. So back to our squats. Okay, press ups are next. Ten seconds. You're going to go knees or toes. Choice is yours. Those hands are wide. Elbows straight slightly back. Strong core brace. So the hips and shoulders lower at the same time. Without pushing those hands through the floor. Twenty seconds. And go for a second round of those. You're doing fantastically well. We've got this, right? You're already about a quarter of the way through. Okay. Let's go again. Press ups. While we rest, they get tough quickly. Deadbugs are next. We've got 2 20-second rounds of these. Again, nice brace to the core. Either leg bent or leg extended as we lower it. Brace is yours. And rest. So we go for around 2 of those in a minute. Well, not a minute, about 10 seconds. So your shins go parallel to the floor again, nice strong core brace. Either bent leg or extended leg as we lower, trust the jaws. We go to the bent leg again. Any point if we need to, go back to the extended leg. As long as we can keep that strong brace. Get that back near the floor. We're not forcing it down into the ground, not letting it lift. Back up for lunges. I think it's the next move that's going to be the hardest one. Not the lunges, but the tricep press-ups when we come to those. So again, back knee goes low, keeping it nice braced, riding through that front leg, squeezing the glutes. Seconds, we'll go again. Again, fantastic work, everyone. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go. Fantastic. So tricep press-ups are next. After this, probably going to be the hardest round. Doing them back to back. I'll just stay close. Lowest the knees at any point. Come down to box push-ups at any point. We want to keep that strong brace. And rest. One more set of those. And we've got 2 sets of mountain climbers. And that's the workout done. Okay, we've got these right. Let's go. Like I said, if we need to, we can lower the knees at any point. Okay, 2 rounds of mountain climbers, and we're done. So I said this workout's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple, full body weight, but it's effective. Let's go. Okay, 1 more round to go, and then we're done. 10 seconds. Let's go. So we keep those shoulders over the hands, staying slow, going the knees towards the elbows. Drawing those abs in. And you can rest. Done. Oh, fantastic work, everyone. Absolutely brilliant. So we've just got a little bit of a stretch to finish. And then, like I said, we're done. So we'll give the triceps a little bit of a stretch. I'd like to take your right arm overhead. We're going to bend it so we bring the hand down towards the left shoulder. We use the right hand just to take hold of the elbow. I'm just going to draw it a little bit closer over the shoulder, so a little bit closer towards the inside of the head, or side of the head I should say, and then we're going to get this stretch down the side, the back of the arm. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left arm, hand across towards the right shoulder, taking hold of the elbow with the right hand, just ease it a little bit closer in towards the side of the head. And we'll gently release. Here we'll bring the hands behind us. I like to interlace your fingers. We're going to pull the hands down. To straighten the arms, we're going to stand nice and tall to draw the abs and squeeze the glutes. We're going to pull the hands away from the back of the body so we get a bit of a stretch to the chest, to the shoulders. It's a nice bit of a release. Ease it back in, and then we can release. A little bit of stretch from the legs, slight bend in one leg. We'll bring the other heel up behind us. We'll take hold of the ankle. We'll draw the heel in, knees it together, hips tucked under, we're standing nice and tall. If you need to, you can hold your ear, take your arm out, maybe hold something that's next to you. And we'll release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Knees together, hips tucked under, standing tall. Again, hold your ear, take the arm out. And we'll release. We've got one last stretch. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. As we do, we're going to come into a little bit of a squat. So as we come out of the squat, like circle your arms overhead. As you breathe out the top, we'll relax the shoulders and circle the arms back. And then we'll do that one more time. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, relax the shoulders and circle the arms back and down. Fantastic work, guys. I hope you enjoyed that workout. I hope you found it effective. It's simple but effective. If you have any questions, drop me a comment below. If you could, please like the video. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. I'll see you all very, very soon.